essentially bridge the gap? By listening, I mean, essentially we want the same thing. We want better for our country and better for our people. How do we meet in the middle and take care of them?
Well, I mean, I think that we actually have to determine, to be completely frank, whether we do want the same thing. Because I think that sometimes people on left and right think they want the same thing in vague terms, like better country. But we actually have to determine what better country looks like. So do we want a country where there's more freedom to rise and fall economically, or do we want a country with more enforced rigidity of income, for example? That's an actual difference in goal. Do we want a country where men and women are free to pursue whatever lives that they want, encouraged to pursue virtue at the same time, or do we see that encouragement by social groups to virtue as a sort of block and check on freedom? You know, there are certain areas where we have to clarify exactly what we think an ideal America looks like, right? So these are serious conversations and serious discussions. I think the way that we can have a conversation is actually by sitting and defining terms. So very few conversations begin with the defining of the terms. They sort of start with second-order conversations. So instead of saying, what do you want healthcare to look like in America? What are your competing rights and values? Instead, we start with, we all want the same thing, and therefore nationalized healthcare. Or we all want the same thing, and therefore complete privatization. We might not actually want the same thing. So we might want to start with that discussion first. What do you want to see? So what I would like to see in some of these areas is more individual freedom, and then social networks outside of government picking up the slack. That's what my ideal America looks like. For a lot of folks on the left, they don't trust the social networks. They think that the government has to come in and take care from the top down. These are fundamentally different views of the country, and I'm not sure that they are completely bridgeable. We can have conversations about them, but in the end, I think that clarity is sometimes preferable to agreement in ambiguity.